Beetlejuice, directed by Tim Burton and released in 1988, is a dark fantasy comedy that has since become a cult classic. This film blends gothic aesthetics, offbeat humor, and supernatural elements to create a story that's as quirky as it is memorable. It features an ensemble cast led by Michael Keaton, Alec Baldwin, Geena Davis, and Winona Ryder, who all contribute to the film's unique charm and lasting appeal. The movie follows the afterlife misadventures of a recently deceased couple and their interactions with the living and the dead, ultimately culminating in an encounter with the eccentric bioexorcist, Beetlejuice. Set in the small town of Winter River, Connecticut, the film's world-building masterfully combines the mundane with the macabre, making the supernatural feel strangely normal. Burton's distinctive visual style, which includes exaggerated set designs, bizarre creatures, and an overall whimsical atmosphere, complements the narrative, ensuring that the film stands out from typical ghost stories. With a playful approach to the afterlife and death, Beetlejuice manages to explore themes of identity, belonging, and acceptance, all while delivering laughs and thrills. The film's soundtrack, composed by Danny Elfman, further enhances the quirky tone, making it an unforgettable experience for viewers. In the years since its release, Beetlejuice has become a cultural phenomenon, inspiring everything from animated TV shows to stage musicals. Its unique blend of horror and comedy, combined with a story that's both touching and hilarious, continues to resonate with audiences of all ages. Now, let's delve into the plot and characters that make Beetlejuice such a standout film. The story of Beetlejuice centers around Adam and Barbara Maitland, a married couple who live in a quaint, isolated house in Winter River. The film opens with a seemingly idyllic scene as they enjoy their peaceful life, but tragedy strikes when they die in a car accident while trying to avoid a dog on a bridge. Unbeknownst to them, they return home as ghosts, trapped in their house and unable to leave. They soon discover that their reflections are gone, their home has a strange, ghostly ambience, and they possess a mysterious handbook titled Handbook for the Recently Deceased. As the Maitlands adjust to their new reality, they encounter various oddities in the afterlife. They are guided by a peculiar caseworker named Juno, who explains that they must stay in their home for 125 years. Their peaceful afterlife, however, is disrupted when their house is sold to the Dietz family, consisting of the eccentric and status-obsessed Charles Dietz, his goth-leaning wife Delia, and their daughter Lydia, who is more attuned to the supernatural than her parents. The Dietz family quickly makes themselves at home, with Delia, an avant-garde artist, planning to transform the house into a bizarre modern art space. This infuriates the Maitlands, who attempt to scare the new residents away using various ghostly tactics. Despite their efforts, the Dietz family remains largely unaffected by their attempts, until Lydia begins to notice their presence. Lydia is a strange and introspective teenager, and she quickly befriends the Maitlands. She expresses her frustration with her family and her desire to escape her life, which mirrors the Maitlands' own struggles with their afterlife. Desperate to rid their home of the Dietz family, the Maitlands resort to summoning Beetlejuice, a chaotic and unpredictable bioexorcist who specializes in scaring away the living. Beetlejuice, however, is far from the helpful spirit they expected. Instead, he is a crude, mischievous, and borderline dangerous entity who delights in causing chaos. He first appears as a miniature figure in a model town Adam had built, and his antics quickly reveal that he's more trouble than he's worth. Beetlejuice's arrival only complicates matters further. His erratic behavior and attempts to scare the Dietzes escalate to dangerous levels, and his interest in Lydia becomes more unsettling as the film progresses. Despite being warned against using Beetlejuice, the Maitlands find themselves entangled in his schemes, which culminate in a disastrous attempt to force Lydia into marrying him as a way for him to return to the world of the living. The tension between the living and the dead continues to build, with the Dietzes capitalizing on the supernatural occurrences in the house. Delia's manager, Otho, who is also a self-proclaimed paranormal expert, attempts to summon the Maitlands for his own gain, resulting in disastrous consequences. The more the living meddle with the afterlife, the more chaotic the situation becomes, with Beetlejuice at the center of it all. The climax of Beetlejuice occurs when Otho's attempt to summon the Maitlands goes awry, causing their bodies to decay rapidly. The situation reaches a critical point, and Lydia, desperate to save her ghostly friends, turns to Beetlejuice for help. In exchange, Beetlejuice demands that Lydia marry him, a deal she reluctantly agrees to in order to save the Maitlands from fading away entirely. The wedding scene is a chaotic spectacle, with Beetlejuice dressed in a garish red suit, officiating ghosts, and bizarre supernatural events unfolding around them. However, the Maitlands, now more determined than ever, manage to intervene. With Adam riding a sandworm into the house, Beetlejuice is finally consumed by the beast, ending his reign of terror. In the aftermath, a new balance is established between the living and the dead. The Dietzes, having realized the importance of coexisting peacefully with the spirits, now share the house harmoniously with the Maitlands. Lydia, who has found a sense of belonging and family in her connection with the Maitlands, returns to a more typical teenage life, complete with good grades and a newfound sense of joy. The film closes on a high note, with Lydia levitating in the air as she celebrates her success in school, accompanied by the cheerful tune of "Jump in the Line" by Harry Belafonte. Beetlejuice, on the other hand, finds himself stuck in the afterlife waiting room, still up to his old tricks but facing consequences for his actions, implying that his mischief will continue, albeit in a less dangerous setting. Beetlejuice ends on a hopeful note, with the Maitlands finding peace in their afterlife, Lydia discovering her place in the world, and the Dietzes learning to appreciate the value of their home beyond its physical appearance. The film's message about the importance of acceptance, whether it's of death, life, or the people around us, resonates throughout the story. At its core, Beetlejuice is a tale of finding connection and harmony in the most unexpected places, and it does so with humor, heart, and a healthy dose of the bizarre. With part 2 just around the corner, comment down below what you're expecting from this cult classic. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more.